Hello, everybody. Okay, I'm going to attempt another live broadcast. I hope this is working. I never know because I can't see that far. Okay, what I want to do is I want to answer some questions a little bit at a time. And last week I received several questions, and one of them was, can I do a house clearing in my house without burning the baby white sage? And normally when you do a smudging in your house, of course, you're going to use something that creates smoke. And the most popular is the baby white sage, where you light it and you go through your house and do an energetic clearing. There are some people that you might live with that are super sensitive to smoke or to smells. So sometimes that's just not an option. I used to do my salon every Friday night. So every Friday night I would go through and do an energetic clearing in the salon with the sage, and we would kind of open the windows up and let negative energy out. But what I want to show you today is one of the girls called and she said, so can I use another technique instead of sage? And my answer is yes. The dramatic pause is because there's a whole bunch of things that you can use instead of sage. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different oils and different blends, and you can create your own signature scents. And I get so excited when someone contacts me and wants to know if they can use essential oils or other techniques. So to keep this particular little webcast short, well, sorry, we disconnected a little bit. I hope we're still live. But anyway, what I'm going to do today is just show you something really simple, and we've got some more live webcasts coming up that's going to help you. To create your own signature cleansing in your home. Okay, one of the first essential oils that you can use, and I'm going to see if I can. Oh, I don't know if that's going to show. Okay, this one is a watercolor of eucalyptus. Now, eucalyptus helps kill airborne germs, and 2% evaporated in an aroma lamp kills about 70% of Staphylococcus bacteria in a room. Eucalyptus is particularly great to use when you're doing house clearing because it helps calm anger. So if you feel like a coldness in the house, or there's been some arguments in the house, or you're just plain mad about whatever, then eucalyptus is the oil that you're going to want to use to help clear that energy. Another essential oil that you might want to use, and most people like the smell, is lemon. Now, lemon helps in concentration. And a Japanese study showed that 54% less mistakes were made on test scores whenever lemon was diffused into the air. Now, lemon works on the hippocampus part of your brain, and that is the memory part of your brain. Now, what that means is if you're walking around your house and you're thinking the same thoughts over and over again, because thoughts become a habit. And if you're thinking thoughts of fear or dread or discontent or dis-ease or unhappiness, then that becomes a habit, and you emote that into the air in your home. So it's kind of like you're just transmitting this out through your home, and all of those thoughts, just think of them kind of like radio waves, and they just keep getting stuck there and they become a habit. So we're going to use lemon oil, but there's another one I want to tell you about real quick, and we're going to go into this one probably in September, and it's rosemary oil. Now, rosemary oil is used to clear ghosts, negative entities, whatever, stuff like that, but we'll go through that next one. Today we're going to use the lemon, and it's for cheer. It's to help promote cheer in your home and to clear your home of any unhappiness or disharmony or sadness that's in your home. What you're going to need, and you can pick this up at Sally's, is one of the little hairdresser water bottles. And it comes with your pump, spray pump like this. Now, this is pretty large around, and you can adjust where you spray from. So that's going to be highly beneficial because we're going to put a little tiny bit of baking soda in. You're also going to need water. You can use distilled water. We like to use stream water if you have it available. You can use water that you have set out, like if you do prayer over water, you can use like holy water from the church, or you can make your own under a full moon or a new moon. This one is a little bit of holy water that we got from the church, and I'm going to add lemon oil to it. But first, I've got about 4 ounces. You're also going to need a little funnel so that you can funnel that into the bottle. And then you're going to need baking soda. And we're going to need probably about a half a smidgen of baking soda. And just for you guys who's like, what is a smidgen? Well, I found these, and that right there, see that? That is a smidgen. It actually says smidgen on it. So we're not going to use quite a smidgen, and we're going to use maybe a half a smidgen. A half a smidgen. So you got that? Half a smidgen. The baking soda is going to help. It's going to help the essential oils kind of blend together so that they don't just float on top of the water. They're still going to float a little bit because we didn't use a lot in here. But you're going to take your lemon. Now the amount that you use is going to be up to you. It's what you prefer and the odor that you like, in how strong you want the aroma in your mist. Technically, this is about 200 mils of water. And normally you would use 100 drops of oil, but that's going to be a little strong for a room mist. So I'm going to drop it down to probably about 0.5% dilution ratio, and we can teach you that in our classes. So I'm going to drop this down to maybe 10 drops of essential oil. So you want to brace and count. And the best way to let the essential oils come out is if you brace it on your finger, your opposite finger, and then you tilt it. You can also listen to the essential oils. Sometimes they don't come out of the bottle quite right, and you have to turn the bottle, but you can hear the drops before they come out, so that's kind of cool too. All right, so that is here. We've got your lemon oil, and then you've got your baking soda. And that's a nice noise. Bells are something else you can use to clear the energy in your home. You can even use clapping. You can walk through and break up stagnant energy by clapping in your home too. So then you're going to pour this into, and remember, you don't need very much baking soda. You can use salt if you want. You can use Dead Sea salt. You can use kosher salt to make a mist. And then you just put your cap on, and you can adjust. And now you can make sure that this is okay on your carpet and your flooring. And you want to start at your front door. Okay, you start at your front door of your home. First, you're going to physically clean your house, because if there's any clutter in your home, that's going to hold negative energy in that space. I'm a stacker. I stack paperwork all the time, and I think, oh well, I'm going to go look through that. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not going to look through it. So I might as well just put it straight into the shredder. But I stack. I'm a stacker, so I have to go through and clear my stacks of energy. Even though it's not negative, it might be just kind of stagnant because I haven't gone through it in a while. So you're going to start at your front door. Now, what you want to do is set your intention. And if you don't use your front door a lot as your entrance, then you want to go to the entrance of your home. And you can start either side. There's different traditions that we can go through, but you can start on your left is usually used, I believe, to get rid of negative energy. On your right is to bring in positive energy. But don't worry about it. Just set your intention and choose your oils. So we're going to bring cheer. So you want to stand at your front door, take a deep breath, and exhale, and you might want to say a little prayer. And you're going to go around your home in a clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on what you want to do, and you want to mist. And you particularly want to mist up in the corners, and you want to mist the floors, and you want to go all the way through your home and go all the way around in a circle, come back to the front door. And then when you reach the front door, you can go ahead and say a closing prayer, and to continue the process going, you will want to take an oil warmer. Now the oil warmer, after you've intentionally gone through your house and said positive thoughts along with your spraying, this house is joyful, this house is happy, the energy's clear, and you're going to set your intention, and you can speak that out loud. Remember, it's your intention along with the essential oils. Now in the olden days, it was thought that negative energies or ghost or spirit caused illness in the homes. But of course later scientifically it was shown that it's bacteria in the home. So the lemon really helps to cleanse any airborne germs in your home, as well as promote joy and work through the olfactory system, which is your nose, and it goes up in through the olfactory system and works on the limbic portion of your brain, which is where your moods are manufactured. Now, when you have an oil warmer, you're going to fill this up with water. Don't put the oil directly into the bowl. You want to fill it up with water first, and then you're going to add your essential oil, and this one is lemon, and it resonates at the color yellow. The amount of oil that you put in here is determined by how large your room is. And if you have several of these, that's great. If you have an electric diffuser, that's fine too. A lot of people like to light with a match. I can't ever find mine. So there you go. This will warm the oil up. If you don't have one, you can have a pot on your stove filled with water. You heat it just to where it's simmering. It's not boiling. It's just warm enough to create a steam, because the steam carries the essential oil into your home. Okay, that's all I'm going to tell you for today, but stay tuned for some more webinars and web classes, and I'd be more than happy to answer any more questions that you guys have on the live Facebook pages. Thank you guys for coming. Bye. Have a great afternoon.